PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 14th day of November. And we're getting set to sail into a weekend here. And you know what tomorrow is? Come on now. We've talked about this all week. It's Storm Alert Extreme. This is not like the Storm Alert Tour we do every year in February. This is a training event. If you are an existing Skywatcher, or if you want to be an ABC 3340 Skywatcher, or if you just want to be a storm spotter, you need to be there. Brian Peters will do both the basic and the advanced sessions. We encourage everybody to be trained at least once a year. Dr. Tim Coleman will be there. I will be there. And we'll have a whole lot of fun together. It starts at 9:30 at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center downtown. And remember, if you come to the show, you get free admission to the Alabama International Auto Show, which is also going on this weekend down there. I was there last night, and looks like it's going to be a great show this year. So we will see you tomorrow. Fog is the word this morning. There's a look at our Skycam in Cullman. Visibility very restricted there. That's US 278 down below, just east of downtown Cullman. There's the Inverness Skycam. I promise Highway 280 is down there somewhere. We just can't see it. It's the view coming from the Wingate Inn. And up on Mount Cheehaw, you can forget about it. You can barely see across the street there to the lodge. Well, our system is unfolding right as the GFS is forecasting. We've got the southern branch down there in the western Gulf, and the polar jet beginning to form out that big, deep trough. And it just seems like that southern disturbance is primed to set the best chance of rain up down to the south of here today, the heavier rainfall amounts. Sure, we'll mention the chance of showers here today and tonight, but we sure think the heaviest rain will be east and south of here. Temperatures today pretty mild for November. We're sitting in the upper 50s and low 60s this morning. We should be in the low 70s later today, but we note that cold air building to the north behind the trough, and even some readings around zero up there in parts of northern Manitoba. And it's going to be a very brisk and chilly weekend here. There's a look at the radar at 521, and we got a couple of sprinkles up there in Jackson County, but you can see the better showers down to the south and kind of expand that out, and you can see that band of showers running from near Eufaula back up to central Georgia and South Carolina, and even some thunder down there this morning north of Apalachicola and west of Tallahassee in Florida. There's the QPF chart, the expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening, and this is suggesting the better rains will be east of here. From near Bainbridge, Georgia, all the way up to the northern tip of Maine, 1 to 2 inches there, with the amounts over Alabama closer to 1/2 inch. And again, I think that's a good goal. I'm not even so sure we can see that much. Now, some spots actually saw that yesterday, but I'm just not totally convinced it rains a whole lot around here today. But we'll take whatever we can get. And there could be some strong storms today. Down to the south, there is a slight risk of severe weather for southeast Alabama, basically for areas southeast of Montgomery. That would include Columbus, Auburn, Phoenix City, Dothan, Andalusia, places like that. Much of the Florida Panhandle. Pretty good chunk of Georgia, really, from Atlanta on south and up into South Carolina and the coastal plain of North Carolina. Yeah, where the air will be unstable and they'll get some good upper air dynamics coming through there. This is the 06Z GFS, valid at noon today. And again, this thing is developing right as forecast. The Vortmax over the Gulf, cold polar trough to the north, and down below that, the better moisture feed is clearly to the east of here. Over Georgia and the Carolinas, and here comes the front to the north. We'll have a band of showers with that front tonight. And, it might be late tonight. Some of the data we're seeing here in the modeling suggests that it could be maybe after 9 or 10 o'clock tonight before that band of showers gets in here. And then tomorrow, the big cold trough forms as forecast. And looky here now, we've got wraparound moisture showing up now over North Alabama. That would mean a couple of things. First off, maybe clouds lingering most of the day as far south as Birmingham. We've got gradual clearing in there, but that might be too optimistic. If the 12Z run comes in like this, we'll probably go with a cloudy, windy, and cold day tomorrow. And, of course, the other issue is could we see snow flurries in that air? Well, the thickness values are low, but the low levels are probably not cold enough to support that. We're not going to mention that. But having said that, maybe up in the northeastern tip of the state up on Lookout Mountain, just maybe. But it's going to be a cold, blustery day. Be in the 40s most of the day. Sunday, cold morning, will be close to freezing. A cool day, highs up in the 50s. Monday, we've still got cold air advection going on here. There's a secondary surge of cool air coming down the pike. We're not going to warm up much. In fact, Tuesday, that secondary push continues blowing in here. That's a 1,032 millibar high over Paris, Texas. And you can see those that northerly wind on the eastern side of that thing. Wednesday of next week, dry and cool, probably a freeze Wednesday morning there with maybe temperatures in the 20s with that thing right over us. Now, at the end of next week, as you know, if you've watched this, we've had total model madness. Every run looks different. Well, guess what? This run looks different. We've got a new trough evolving, and then on Friday, a week from today, a very cold look over the eastern U.S., and we'll go down below that, and you can see what should be, if this is right, the coldest air so far this season. Very low thickness values feeding in here. And again, that would be a day with highs only in the 40s a week from today with a strong north wind, but a dry frontal passage. No rain or snow or anything like that with that. And then Saturday the 22nd looks dry and cold. Sunday the 23rd, a little impulse riding in here. And Monday the 24th of November, a few days before Thanksgiving, that suggests maybe some light rain here and, yeah, maybe a few snowflakes in the northern periphery of that near the Tennessee border. But as you know, if you watch this, we've seen just every look in the world here. But I think the screaming message is that we can expect temperatures below average, maybe a couple of really good shots of cold air, and we'll watch for any, sign of precipitation like that. And at the end of the cycle on the 29th, out there toward the end of the month, a very active pattern. One vortex pushing through Memphis there, and that looks relatively wet. And looks like there won't be too many dull moments in the weather office here as the month progresses. But then again, that's what you expect in November. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, the next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.